Would you like to play a game?
Force. Now, the three members of the Triforce, right? It's the Triforce of Courage. It's always held by Link, right? Almost always, right? It's the same hero, different Link. He's awesome. He's great. It's like the same basic guy, like Legend of Zelda. He just keeps coming along, right? Same great guy. On the other hand, the Triforce of Power, it's the Ganon from the original Legend of Zelda. It's the same Ganon, but he's in different forms. So it's always the same guy. So for some reason, the Triforce of Power seems to have given Ganon immortality, while anyone else who ever had the actual completed Triforce didn't seem to that didn't seem to happen for them for some reason. But it worked for him, so that's awesome. Yeah. So okay. Now this is him also, kind of story. This is like Legend of Zelda Ganon, where he's like some giant warhog. The way I kind of perceive it is when Ganon has actually obtained the full Triforce, that's when he starts turning into the Warhog. Also, when he keeps coming back in the different life forms, at least so far in the storyline, although it will probably change later on, I sort of perceive that it's sort of like once Ganon's become immortal, even though he's immortal in spirit, he's not per se immortal in in form, right? So in here, after he ends up dying like 100 years later with the adventure of Link, right? A Link to the Past, is he's sort of in this pig form from that point on. Now Agahan, Link to the Past, is sort of just a guy who sort of is Ganon, but sort of faking that he's like somebody else in the meantime. Ganon's form. Now this is Ganondorf, so this is the more human-like form of Ganon. This is sort of the original Ganon, right? This is before he got the power of the Triforce and turned into some crazy Warhog thing. So as you see, he's already kind of a big guy, but we'll get more into that when I get to Ocarina of Time. That's like such a huge game on its own, right? So when we transition to the Triforce of Wisdom, Zelda, the story. So all the stories, they're about Zelda pretty much. They're about trying to save her. So we have Legend of Zelda, right? You got Zelda right here. He's just saving her. He's happy. He's got his little tools and things. His little power band bracelet. She's been kidnapped. And then this is the Zelda one. She's like sleeping, right? This artwork's by Campbell White, by the way. Really great artist. You look him up. It's awesome. Yeah, then we got more Zelda, right? This is Zelda kind of telling Link about the story, Link to the past, and then Ocarina of Time. We got a little young Link, right? Young Link kind of doing his little thing, right? She's telling him to get these three little things, whatever. But now that doesn't like entirely like work out as planned. But in Ocarina of Time, we're gonna talk all about that. So yeah, man. So that's the brief history of the Triforce. It's Ganon, Zelda, Link. Greatness. It's awesome. It's really worth checking out.